Hey gang, Jonathan Mudd here, coming to you from the Well House once again with episode number 8 of Down the Rabbit Hole, where I'm digging into the songs from my new album, Meant for the Sun. Today we're going to go deep on a song that just will not let me go. It's called Inside You.
Inside you, funny I should start that way. I know where you hide your heart, why you hide your heart from me.
I started writing Inside You in about 1986. I came up with that main pick guitar figure and a few words that seemed to fit the mood and hammered them into a demo that I recorded with my band at the time, JoJo X Mariner. Aside from that opening figure, it was really just a lot of disparate parts cobbled together, along with some lyrics that didn't make a lot of sense. So eventually I put it on the shelf. Last year though, when I was working on the Meant for the Sun album, I remembered a story that my old friend Don Dixon had told me, and it would inspire me to dust off Inside You. If you're from the South, then you know Don Dixon. He's kind of the godfather of North Carolina pop music. He's a great singer, great songwriter, and he produced albums by R.E.M., the Smithereens, Gin Blossoms, Marshall Crenshaw. In the late 70s, Don was in a terrific North Carolina pop band called Arrogance. One of Arrogance's biggest songs was called Your Sister Told Me. The band was meeting with producer Todd Rundgren at one point to talk about maybe working together, and they trotted out Your Sister Told Me as a song they might include on the album. According to Don, Todd Rundgren listened to the song and he said, it's not quite smart enough to be a great song, and it's not quite dumb enough to be a big hit. I love that quote. Anyway, Your Sister Told Me wasn't a chart topper for Arrogance, but Don believed in the song, and he kept tweaking it, and he recorded it many times with many different combos over the years. He said he finally felt like he got it right on an album he put out 15 years after he originally wrote it. So, with Don's story in mind, I decided to take yet another shot at Inside You. This time around, it fell together pretty well. The main thing was the lyrics. Like I said, when I first wrote it, the lyrics didn't really mean a whole lot. They didn't add up to anything. If you'd asked me what the song was about, I couldn't have told you. I can tell you now, but I'm not going to. You can listen to the song and interpret it as you will. Even today, Inside You has a lot of parts. But I think the lyrics are stronger and provide a thread that stitch those parts together much better. Here's a section of the song where the lyrics and the music really work together like they're meant to.
All the world is breaking open. I'm standing right here patiently. All these hands across the ocean. Will you ever reach out to me?
Hello, it's me. I've thought about this for a long time, and I really need to tell you to listen to Meant for the Sun, the latest album from Jonathan Mudd. That dude is a wizard, a true star. Check him out on Spotify or Apple Music or Amazon or iHeart, wherever you like to bang on the drum all day.
I told you that I initially wrote Inside You when I was with a band called JoJo X Mariner based out of Atlanta. Well, it seemed only appropriate to bring a member of JoJo X Mariner back to help me with this new arrangement. So I called on my old pal, bass player Greg Miller, aka Low Note. Here's Greg when we were in JoJo back in the late 1980s and sporting some very impressive hair. Greg's a great bass player, but he's also an incredible guitar player and a great singer. He gigs all over the South with his duo Dos Eddies. But Greg had played bass on the original version of Inside You, so I asked him to cut a bass track on this new arrangement. And boy, did he ever nail it. One of the great things about playing with Greg is he always puts the song first. On Inside You, if you listen to the bass part, he serves the song. He keeps it solid and straight most of the way. But as we get towards the end, he begins to stretch out a little bit and takes the song into a whole new dimension. Let's go inside the isolation chamber and listen to Greg Low Note Miller and the incredible bass run he plays at the end of Inside You. despite the fact that Greg ignored the producer's directive not to play above the 3rd fret on bass. Thanks for watching this episode of Down the Rabbit Hole, and thanks for subscribing to this series. It really means a lot that you're watching. I'll be back soon with another episode of Down the Rabbit Hole, and we'll dig into another track from my new album, Meant for the Sun.
I'll turn the key inside you.